A very warm welcome to all the new subscribers and lots of love and regards, as always, to all the existing ones. I hope everyone is doing well. In 2025, this happens to be my first audio, and because the underlying message behind this audio is extremely important, so I will directly get to the point, and without wasting any further time, I'll get started. I thank anyone who takes out time to listen to this audio till the end and leave their valuable feedback in the comment section. There's no doubt about the fact that a new paradigm shift is occurring, yet we cannot afford to unsee certain outside negative interferences that have the ability to infiltrate our energy bodies and create havoc. Many individuals across the world have been falling sick, and in this audio, I'll be discussing about the chemical warfare that has begun and a mystery fog that's visible across America, London, Pacific Northwest, and certain parts of northern India. In case you are new on the channel, I request you to listen to my last two audios because much of what I have shared in the last two audios is already coming to pass, and soon you're going to notice a major spike in the number of wildfires, volcanoes, and fire related calamities worldwide. Please always check the pinned comment before you reach out to me. Now, my question to you would be, or you might be wondering, why is it important to discuss this topic and what is so mysterious after all about this fog? What I want you to reflect upon is, can it be a coincidence that soon after the drone sightings, a mystery fog began appearing in the same cities where the drone sightings showed up and the government said, oh, it's nothing to worry? Can it be a coincidence that the China virus and mystery fog are making people sick at an alarming rate? And this is happening soon after the Vatican opened 5 portals, or the 5 doors, as it says. And I heard it as 5 doors to hell. Can it be a coincidence that companies providing fire insurance were removed 4 months before the LA fires in New York? And so, my question to all my listeners is, are we dealing with natural calamities, or is this a sinister plan funded by the deep state? Is it global warming, or is this a pre planned agenda, a result of reckless geoengineering? In the year 1952, 12,000 individuals lost their lives due to a thick fog that smelled like sulfur. And in case you or a loved one are facing respiratory issues, sinus, migraine, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, or irritation in the eyes, or discomfort while breathing, then this message is for you. Because this information is going to help you protect yourself while also understanding how to differentiate between the natural occurring fog from a chemical fog. If you happen to witness the following signs, then it is a confirmation that the fog in your city is not natural. And therefore, I want you to please reflect upon these 5 red flags. The first red flag is that soon after being in this fog, that is within 30 minutes, within an hour, you start feeling sick, you witness a discomfort and issues related to the ear, nose, throat, or your respiratory tract. Red flag number 2, natural fog is moist, but in case of chemical fog, You will be able to see giant dust like particles which are absolutely dry. So, what happens is when the fog appears, when natural fog appears on our windows, it eventually turns into moisture and evaporates. Chemical fog, on the other hand, is dry. Red flag number three, the unnatural fog or the chemical fog will have a peculiar and a foul smell, such as the smell of wood burning, foul smell of sulfur, or sometimes the foul smell of rotten eggs. So, in other words, the chemical fog is extremely unpleasant and has a very bad odor. Red flag number four, in case you have pets, you're going to notice that your dog or cat may refuse to step out or they may sit still, and in some unfortunate cases, the pet may even die because of the extreme chemical reaction. Red flag number five, while walking in the fog, you will get an uncomfortable feeling like something is off or that your breathing isn't normal. Now, in case you resonated with three or more of these red flags, and you too feel that this isn't a weather anomaly, then it's high time we become a little vigilant and start focusing on solutions. And at the same time, I have a sincere request. Please do not allow the news of any disaster, war, alien invasion, or any kind of virus scare you into attempting and accepting any kind of technology or jab that's detrimental for human consciousness. Just the way plants need water, sunlight, and nutrients to grow, humans need food, water, air, sunlight, and money among the basic necessities to survive, right? But in order to keep the population trapped in the matrix, in order to keep the people asleep and brain dead, the dark forces have been attacking and infesting all what's necessary for human life on earth. So the food and water gets injected with heavy metals, fluoride and GMO. With the Russia-Iran war, plane crashes, man-made fires, volcanic eruptions, HARP technology for weather modifications and chemtrails. There have been massive chemical eruptions and obviously air quality is bound to get polluted. Elon Musk wants to block the sun and he says that in future there will be no phones, no mobile phones, just Neuralinks. Does this ring a bell? While inventions like Neuralink seem too good to be true in order to treat medical conditions, the underlying plan, however, to control human minds by implanting chips, merging AI with human will, building smart cities, and basically turning humans into zombies. That is, those who manage to survive after all the calamities and man made disasters that are happening. And this is absolutely insane. Have you ever wondered that trillions were spent on imposing jabs for our health, but absolutely nothing was spent on growing healthy food or clean water? Doctors who invented a cure for cancer or those who spoke against the COVID vaccines were silenced. Why? Because if you and I, if we are healthy, then they lose money. And those who control the world don't care which ruler we choose, they only care about the fact that we keep choosing to be ruled. And therefore, it is time for the chosen ones, the 144,000, to prepare and defeat this chemical warfare. There is a high possibility that the mystery fog contains smart dust, and we may end up breathing smart dust, which is a network of nano sized sensors not bigger than a grain of sand. So you see, they are so micro mini. These sensors can spy on our brains, detect movement for tracking purposes, and measure everything from temperature to light, sound, you name it, and they have it. Smart dust sends data about its surroundings to a larger system for storage and analysis. And while you are not going to find much information on news channels, the biggest threat that this smart dust poses is a threat to our privacy. If we end up inhaling these micro mini particles and fallen into the wrong hands, the data collected by smart dust can be used for nefarious purposes in addition to causing great environmental damage. Now, since smart dust is so hard to detect, it can be easily sprayed onto us through chemtrails, drones, and artificial fog. Now, you obviously don't have to blindly trust everything I say. And as I always say, use your discernment. But in order to protect ourselves and our loved ones, becoming aware is the first step. Someone had mentioned in the comment section in, I believe, my previous audio, whether they should alert their loved ones. My simple response would be to first educate yourself and do not forcibly rescue anyone. Many on earth are still choosing to stay asleep, unfortunately. And no matter how hard we try, they will use their free will to remain in the matrix. It is certainly not uncommon for twin flames and light workers to be misunderstood or to face ridicule and a lack of support from our families because we create our own paths rather than blindly following and having the herd mentality. So, my request to all of you would be to please educate yourselves, prepare yourselves, and don't let anything or anyone demoralize you. And on that note, I will end my audio. As always, it has been an absolute honor being a twin flame and walking this path with each one of you. I look forward to serving you to the best of my ability. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section. I'll be back with another message soon. Until then, take care, stay safe, and have an amazing week ahead. Lots of love. Bye.